5 book recommendations if you're a designer or a creative and it's not about this mystical bullshit. First one is The Politics of Design by Ruben Pater. I love it because it's a lot about our biases as designers and creative, especially from the Western world. And it discusses a lot about how we approach typography when it's only about left to right and not right to left, for example, or how we've used the female body as part of a lot of publicity and how do we approach it and sell it. Across all of that, there's a good amount of critique regarding diversity and how we can eliminate those biases and try to get better and more conscious about the things that we design and how we approach it. The second one is the big brother of the other book, Caps Lock. It's thick, but it's more about how well designed it is. It's written by a designer and he's pretty coherent in the way that he talks and the way he talks about how he cares about design and how actually everything is laid out. I think it's super interesting because it reminds us of us as creative, especially as designers, how responsible we are in enabling power and how we are the ones shaping it. How are we, designers and creatives, the ones allowing and giving the tools to more powerful people on how they can act on other people. It's good shit. Okay, this one is required. Why would I recommend this type of book to anyone, a creative or a designer? It's a really nice source of inspiration. Once you start reading a book, a saga like Berserk, and you get to see how the artist through the years has evolved and improved his craft and put so much soul into everything that he's done, it's kind of inspiring. And on top, if you're also like a young designer, it helps you build taste. These other kind of books that are not about businesses or design theory are the ones that you need to feed your enthusiasm for doing what you do. I love reading manga or comic books because you can see a huge evolution of the artist through it. And there's a lot of care and detail put into every little panel. There's nothing that is drawn that doesn't have a meaning. And I think that applies very well to design, where you have to do everything with purpose. This is my most sentimental one, The Left Hand of Darkness by Ursula K, LeGuin. And it's the type of book that is transformative. Like, the first time I read it, it changed my worldview. It was incredible. It's a sci-fi book about this guy that goes into a planet and he's a human and he's trying to bring aliens or other civilizations into a bigger alliance of aliens. But in this planet, the species that live here look a lot like humans, but they behave and they are structured in a very different way from humans. They experience sexuality very differently. They experience emotions very differently. And this guy somehow has to convince the two main civilizations within this planet. And through that, he meets someone who teaches him a bunch of things about the planet and the ways of being. Why do I recommend like this type of book? I think just for the sake of empathy, like the way Ursula, amazing writer, talks about these interactions, and it's something that you must discover, this way of reaching out towards something that you don't understand, that it's challenging for you to understand, to approach, to empathize with. It's moving, it's very nice, and for a designer, for a creative, and especially in these current times, it's something that is required. It's something that needs to be developed. The way that we can approach something strange to us with open hearts and open mind. One of my favorites. I adore this book. This one is Create Dangerously by Albert Camus, and it was a speech. You could consider it also an essay. Reading essays is really nice because it helps you contrast your thoughts, your beliefs, your approaches. And I really like it. It's very short, so he'll say it better than me. Camus says that the artist has the responsibility of provoking power. It should be on the side of the people that suffer from power. Yeah, Create Dangerously sounds super intriguing. So give it a read. It's very short. This book has also 2 essays from him, so a 10-minute read. Now, if you're interested about my thoughts on this book, I'll try to do another reel because I'm quite pissed about this.